What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more of the Chameleons and Script of the Bridge. I actually have already shot this reaction, but in the intro, I thanked the wrong person. I'm not sure why I did that, but yes, this came from Stuart. Big shout out to you. And now I will let the me of like 10 minutes ago take over, and so join me in real time now. And the next track is as high as you can go. So my first thought when I looked at it a couple minutes ago when I got ready to shoot this is the story of Icarus, the idea of trying to ascend higher than mere mortals typically do, and thus going too far, or the idea of being in peril because of your own ambition, your own transcendence. So it could of course be a more positive take on the phrase, the idea of continuing to put in effort and to pursue your goals as high as you can go. But yeah, as I said, when I looked at it, I thought of Icarus, so I guess we'll see if somebody gets burned by the sun or not. This is the Chameleons, the track is As High As You Can Go, and it's from their 1983 album, The Script of the Bridge. Absolutely top shelf. This album really is excellent, and I'm not even done with it yet. Once again, big shout out to Stuart. So, okay, yeah, there's a moody feel to it. I think there may be something to the idea of ascending to the sun and the stars. I don't know if it's as perilous as the Icarus story, but it feels like maybe that's part of it. But it feels also terrestrial. He's talking about like a single mother, single father, so it feels like there's maybe some socioeconomic elements in here. I was thinking as it played out, there were a few sonic associations I was getting, which is to say, we're already, I think more than halfway through this album, but when I'm listening to a group in the early phase, I tend to make associations, and while those may or may not be desirable by the perspective of those who've known the band for longer, when I make such associations, they all are almost inevitably positive. I was thinking as the track played out the first couple minutes, it reminded me like if you mixed mid-80s Cure with the Smiths. It felt like a bit Smiths, a bit Cure. Then the vocals, I was thinking like, I don't know, somewhere between like Simple Minds and perhaps, there was another association I made and now I'm blanking on it. But either way, like, yeah, it reminded me of some different flavors of bands that I'm very fond of, and yet at the same time, it's very much the sound that I've come to know through this album. So, yes, reminding me of other things, but very much their own. And yes, ultimately, I enjoy the dynamic drums. There's like a hi-hat that's just tapping away double time, and there's some nice transitional moments. Then it went into that almost like slowed down, stripped down, syncopated section, and then it came and flourished once again at the end of that. So yeah, I like the chronology, the sequencing of the tune. It's really gonna annoy me who that other voice I was thinking of. God, Echo and the Bunnymen. It reminded me a bit of Echo and the Bunnymen. So yeah, ultimately it is, I think, a very moody type of track in the best possible way. But yes, whether Ian McCulloch or Jim Kerr or Robert or what was the other band? Or Morrissey. It was like somewhere in this Venn diagram of stylings and sounds that I'm very fond of. So yeah, definitely a cool tune. A shorter one. I want to say like 4 minutes. In fact, 3.5. So yeah, there was a lot going on in those 3.5 minutes. And again, I do wonder lyrically where this one is. And if it is kind of both, like making reference to celestial objects, but also seemingly having some down-to-earth and socioeconomic connotations. So do let me know. Once again, shout out to Stuart, and I will see you next time. Peace.